Okay, our last target for Chapter 16 is Target 5.4c. Explain why both the melting point and boiling points for water are significantly higher than other small molecules of comparable mass. So we can compare water with methane. Okay, you have two small molecular mass molecules, and if you take a close look again at their dot structure, this is where you're going to get all your information. Again, oxygen has 6 valence electrons, and then hydrogen shares there and there. Where if you have methane, methane has 4 valence electrons. Hydrogen shares here, 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 and here. Now, what you want to do is take a closer look at their structure. Because right now they do have different electronegativity values. Your carbon and hydrogen are different, so you are going to see a polarity between carbon and hydrogen, and your hydrogen will be slightly positive, your carbon is slightly negative. For your water, same idea. Water slightly positive, oxygen slightly negative. So we know they have polar bonds, so now we have to look at the polar molecule. Now remember, all of our shapes start from the tetrahedral that represent your 4 shared pairs. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of electrons. So you're going to have your tetrahedral shape, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you've got your 4 electrons, 4 pairs of electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you add what's around it. You've got 2 lone pairs on your oxygen, and then you've got hydrogen and hydrogen. Now remember, your oxygen is slightly negative and your hydrogens are slightly positive. Your carbon, you've got H, 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 and that's slightly positive, slightly positive, slightly positive, slightly positive. Okay. Now here it's symmetrical, so you cannot separate the negative charge that's inside from the positive side, okay, because it's completely symmetrical around. So this is a non-polar molecule. Okay, and we talked about that in our last session of notes. So that means there's no dipole interaction. It means there's no hydrogen bonding because there's not a big enough electronegativity difference. Remember, your carbon is just 2.5, where your hydrogen is 2.1. Okay. But when you have your oxygen, you've got 3.5 or 3.0. I can't even remember which one. Sorry, I'd have to look that up again. And then 2.1. So you've got a large electronegativity difference. So the only attractive force you have for methane is dispersion. And neither one of these atoms have a lot of electrons, so it is a weak dispersion force. Okay. That's why methane, that's what CH4 is found as a gas. It doesn't have those attractive forces. And again, you've got a nice tetrahedral shape. Here, when you look at this shape, you have a bent shape. Okay. This is super important. You have a bent shape because you have those lone pairs of electrons, which means you can separate into positive negative. So because you have a bent shape, you have a dipolar interaction. So they attract, water molecules can attract to one another based on their opposite charges. Okay. We also have, being that you've got a large electronegativity difference there, you have hydrogen bonding. Which means water has 2 ways that it can attract to itself. So you can have your water molecules attracting to other water molecules by charges. Okay, so you're going to see these attract by charge. Or remember, with the electronegativity difference, your oxygen is pulling those electrons away from the hydrogen, making the hydrogen feel like it doesn't have any electrons. And so when another water molecule comes in, remember we've got these lone pairs. This hydrogen sees that and says, hey, since this oxygen has the electrons, I'm going to attract to those electrons. Okay, and so you've got hydrogen bonding here, as well as dipolar interaction. So, and again, this is doing hydrogen bonding too, so you've got two kinds of attractions going on. Well, remember, the more or greater the attraction, the higher the melting points and boiling points. Okay. So, in a nutshell, because water is bent, you get a dipole interaction. And because water is a bond between hydrogen and oxygen is one of the 3 atoms needed for hydrogen bonding, because it's a higher electronegativity value, you get hydrogen bonding as well. So with those 2 attractions, you get a much higher melting point and boiling point. Okay. That is it.